What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to NKU Sports Break. I'm your host, Trey Bowden. Joining me on the show today is NKU's women's soccer coach, Bob Sheehan. Thanks for coming on, Bob.
Trey, thanks for having me.
So, Bob, I'm dying to know, are we going to see soccer this fall?
I don't know if we'll see women's soccer at NKU, but we'll see FC Cincinnati. I don't know. Obviously, it's a very challenging time. I feel absolutely awful for young people like yourself and all the student athletes. Ultimately, decisions are made to make certain that people stay safe and healthy. And, this next couple of weeks is going to be pretty telling. Our conference moved to an October 1st start date, just obviously to make sure that we stay healthy and safe. And, A10 moved to spring just over the weekend, last Friday.
Wow.
The SWAC has just moved their fall sports to the spring. The Ivy League has already postponed. They've not made a decision on moving the fall sports to the spring. So, as of right now, we have an October 1st start date. Other conferences have pushed to a September 1st, a mid-September. And so everybody's kind of managing this the very best they can. So ultimately, more decisions could be made based on the data that becomes available.
Absolutely. So what are you doing with your team right now to get them prepared for the fall if we do have a season?
Well, when this all happened in mid-March, we sent out a massive packet, and I was almost apologetic to our team. It had 2 ACL prevention programs. There was a speed training program in there. The technical packet. We did actually put some yoga in there. And we told them this is going to be very inclusive because you're probably going to get bored being at home, and you may want to refer back to this manual at some point. At least gives you something to do. We put them into accountability groups. We have a large roster of 29, so we have 5 accountability groups that they can kind of stay with each other. And obviously, we've done a lot of Zoom calls and that kind of thing. We had a really difficult Zoom call last Friday to communicate with the team that the season had been postponed to October 1st. I think everybody understands. I think we're trying to make sure everybody stays positive. And ultimately, if and when we get it is a firm go-ahead, then our team will be, ready to play.
Yeah, all you can do at this time is stay positive.
Right.
Lots up in the air. But, as the girls are getting ready for their upcoming season, how's the team looking?
I really like our group. Obviously we had some tremendous seniors last year. Shauna Zakin obviously should be mentioned. She came in as a freshman and was very, very effective and continued to grow and develop. And she ultimately became the Horizon League Player of the Year. I think that's what we'd like to do in our program, is have players start in a certain place and develop and ultimately try to achieve it at a very, very high level. So we have players. I think Emily Soltez is coming back from a knee injury. If she can really get healthy, Emily is a really special player. I think Kaylee Ivins is coming into her senior year, can be really, really special. Megan Patrick's had certainly a nice career. And then some of our younger players, we have a tremendous, we think, freshman class. Our current freshmen from last year, I think, have really developed nicely. And then our junior class is very good as well. So we really like our team. I think we've got great team chemistry. I think we've got a lot of ability, and we're pretty solid in all the different positions. So again, whenever it's safe to return to play, I think we'll be ready.
Well, I'm fired up. I am ready for next season. Let's go. Let's get it rolling.
Well, you're nice, Trey. You're nice. I feel bad for you guys, what you went through. That's tough to have your season end just all of a sudden, pretty much it ends.
Yeah, no, it's definitely tough. But like you said earlier, you got to remain positive, control what you can control.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, hey, thanks, Bob, for joining me on the show today. That's it for this week's edition of NKU Sports Break. I'm Trey Bowden.